Andrea, welcome to the committee. You have 3 minutes and you may begin.
Hello, welcome. Good evening, Chair Archibald, Phillips, and members of the Special Commission. My name is Andrea Rojas, and I'm an organizer with Working Families Party here in Rhode Island. We believe that the people of Rhode Island all deserve equal representation with how our state's rules are written, and that begins with legislative districts. That's why we are deeply concerned about the continued practice of prison malapportionment or prison gerrymandering. Because of our belief in creating a state that works for everyone, not just a few, it is important to us that our state commits to ending this undemocratic and racist practice immediately, a policy decision that each of you on this commission has the ability to influence through your recommendation. Here in Rhode Island, we continue to shift representational power to cities like Cranston and Warwick by counting incarcerated people as residents of the districts the prison is located in, rather than the place of residence. If we do not remedy this, then this commission would essentially be endorsing a practice designed to rob Black, Indigenous, Latinx, Asian American, and Pacific Islander communities from the representation afforded to more affluent communities where these prisons can be found. Prison gerrymandering makes it more difficult for communities of color to send representation to the State House by counting them in districts where they cannot even vote. The practice of prison gerrymandering is increasingly less common throughout the country, as you have heard, and Rhode Island should join this movement. It's time to stop taking this political power away from cities like Providence, Pawtucket, and Woonsocket. In many ways, prison gerrymandering perpetuates racist practices in our government that amplifies the already existing over-policing and over-incarceration of communities of color, while bumping the voting power of voters in cities and towns where the prisons are located. No one should have to have their own vote diluted because a neighbor within their own community a few blocks away is currently imprisoned. Prison gerrymandering distorts our democracy, and the Rhode Island Working Families Party calls on you to end this practice for this cycle's redistricting by submitting your recommendation to do so. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for this witness from any members of the committee? Yes, Senator Dela Cruz.
Just a quick statement. I noticed you emphasized racist a few times, and I would just say this. If you do truly feel that way, then you should take issue with the Democrat Party of Rhode Island, who held power for over 80 years. We call it whatever you want. However, I don't think that my Democrat colleagues are racist or perpetuate racism. But if you do feel that way, you may want to consider how you vote in the future.
Thank you, Senator. Any other questions?
I just want to state,
Senator Rep Diaz, sorry.
I just want to state that's an appropriate comment because here we are independently to any party. We serving to entire state of Rhode Island, and that comment is not appropriate to telling those individuals what party affiliation should be. So thank you, Mr. Co-Chair, in addressing that to you as a co-chair. So thank you.
Thank you. Rep Corvese?
There are different ways of sending a message. I would have to agree with Representative Diaz on this one. There are ways of getting your message across. I'm not sure that was the best way.
Thank you. We can...
I'll let it go.
Let it go. Thank you. We can move on from that. Thank you. Are there any other questions from any other members of the committee?